And lawmakers are trying to figure out how to help South Carolinians now that eviction protections have ended. Our Georgia Godfrey talks to lawmakers concerned that some South Carolinians could wind up with no place to call home.
South Carolina had one of the highest eviction rates in the country before the coronavirus pandemic. And now that a federal moratorium on evictions has ended, many are wondering what the next steps are for South Carolina residents. South Carolina residents are now on notice. Thousands of renters who may have fallen behind on their payments could be on the streets.
Come August 24th, there are all sorts of properties that were covered by a moratorium that will no longer be.
A federal moratorium that protected renters from eviction put in place back in March has now expired. That, coupled with the end of additional unemployment benefits, has many concerned about the health and safety of thousands of South Carolinians.
We see that this virus is disproportionately impacting, from a health standpoint and an economic standpoint, African American communities. And many of these tenants who are facing evictions are in that population. I'm concerned about tenants who are going to be faced with the decision to either to be on the house, basically be on the streets and face possible homelessness and the further transmission of this virus.
Before the federal moratorium went into effect, a state-level protection was enacted that covered all properties. That expired in May and has yet to be renewed. So what's available for tenants who may now find that eviction slip on their door?
Rental assistance to tenants in need. Obviously that goes to the benefit of the tenant who gets to stay in their home, but it also goes to the benefit of the landlord who then receives, their money and can, do what they need to do with that.
This eviction moratorium only applied to federally backed housing. In Columbia, Georgia Godfrey, 7 News.